He dismissed me before the entire staff. The fresh executive positioned himself beside the transparent partition, the metropolis sparkling in the background like an observer. He grinned, tone laced with phony compassion. "You produced some solid contributions," he declared, sufficiently audible for each workstation to catch, "but you've turned into an obstruction." Then he beamed, that patronizing business smirk individuals display when they believe they're invincible. Chuckles spread across the space, superficial, anxious, the sort that carries the flavor of dread masked as entertainment. I stayed composed. I simply gazed at him, steady, wordless, committing to memory every grin, every giggle, every expression that averted its gaze. And then, from the rear of the area, a voice shattered the atmosphere like lightning. "Do you even realize who she is?" The chuckles faded. All heads swiveled. The originator, the individual whose title was etched on the structure, whose aura seemed legendary because he was rarely present, had uttered the words. His gaze locked on the executive, icy, predatory, like a judgment. He understood. They didn't, not yet. When I initially came aboard the firm, I had faith in what we created. I was the second employee, the one who remained when there was no capital, no reputation, no security. We labored in a cellar back then, just 3 of us, powered by lousy brew and great visions. I constructed the framework from the ground up, the procedures, the alliances, the environment. Every aspect of this organization bore my imprints. And when the originator had to withdraw, sickness, committee demands, intrigue, I shouldered the burden discreetly. For years, I served as the foundation. Until they introduced him, the new executive, the committee selection, a gentleman with flawless attire, flawless phrases, and a knack for claiming recognition he hadn't earned. Initially, I attempted to collaborate with him. I instructed him, protected him from his own errors. He grinned in sessions, nodded like a pupil, then distorted my statements in private discussions. I began hearing sentences I crafted in his delivery during financier presentations. My slides, my figures, my approaches, presented in his tone. And staff started accepting they originated from him. The disloyalty wasn't abrupt. It was methodical. He began omitting me from updates. Minor adjustments, he'd claim. "You merit a rest." Then gatherings occurred without my title on the calendar. Choices were approved without my endorsement. My group began answering to him. The ultimate evidence arrived in a midnight message I wasn't supposed to view. A chain between him and the committee. A strategy to eliminate outdated management. Me, to update the firm's appearance before the public offering. Outdated. That was his term for me. I didn't challenge him. Not yet. You don't attack while you're furious. You attack when it's serene. I started gathering items. Records, communications, captures, monetary discrepancies. Every element of his advancement scheme had vulnerabilities, reductions, misrepresentations. He wasn't merely unskilled. He was risky. And I ensured those findings had observers. Discreet ones. Individuals who were indebted to me. While he ridiculed me in gatherings, I was already murmuring in the proper channels. When he barred me from summaries, I developed my own. Neater, keener, more precise, and forwarded them straight to the originator's personal mailbox. He believed I was finished, but I was already within the barriers. The day of the showdown wasn't unplanned. He arranged that dismissal session to degrade me openly. The media was in the entrance hall. Financiers were on the upper floor. He desired a display, a demonstration of authority. I allowed him to proceed. When he stated, "You've turned into an obstruction," I nearly grinned, because I knew what would ensue. The originator's voice sliced the atmosphere. "Do you even realize who she is?" Quiet. The executive blinked, surprised. I was just. "Hush," the originator said. He advanced. Gradually. Intentional. The type of quiet that reorganizes a space. She constructed this organization from zero. Every framework you boast about, she engineered. Every agreement that sustains us, she obtained. And you just attempted to dismiss her? The executive stuttered something about updating, about committee harmony. The originator faced me. Reveal it. I passed him the dossier I'd assembled weeks before. Proof. Figures. Notes. Evidence of the executive's deceptions. His fabricated achievement indicators. His personal gains conflicts. The originator scanned the initial sheet, then flung it onto the meeting surface. Effective now, he said. You're dismissed. Now the space chuckled once more. Only this time, not at me. He remained rigid, ashen, observing guards nearing. His ideal poise crumbled. His tone faltered as he objected. You can't. You require me. The originator didn't even glance at him. We already possess the individual who made you appear capable. When the transparent panel shut behind him, the atmosphere shifted. The staff evaded my gaze, unsure whether to applaud or dread me. I didn't require either. I just collected my belongings, a stylus, a pad, a steady pulse, and departed. The originator reached me by the lift. You anticipated this, he said softly. I nodded. I simply awaited the proper spectators. He grinned. Modest. Endorsing. You're not an obstruction, he said. You're the foundation. The panel shut, and for the first time in months, I breathed out. Not ease. Not victory. Just conclusion. Because vengeance isn't about fury. It's about recovery. And I'd recovered my reputation, one quiet action at a time.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a twist. Stay tuned to Reddit Tales Times for your daily dose of drama, laughs, and unbelievable stories.